Okay, for right now there's an injunction where they cannot take away the people in tents, which is good, but there's so many empty buildings in every city. All you gotta do is just give them vouchers to go to the hotels where they can wash their clothes, wash their bodies, share their food, and everyone's got enough. But I was looking at this building that has an orange tree in it. And I'm like, what's this building that has an orange tree? See that tree back there? Okay, you're like, okay, well, who's this building with barbed wire and a fence and steel doors and their own generator? All these people living on the streets in LA and Hollywood, Nebraska, Arizona, Wisconsin, Nevada, Georgia, Atlanta. Wow, look at the bars. They don't want you getting in here. This must be protecting diamonds and gold and silver. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. It says the Salvation Army means paid for by church donations. So all your church donations have done is built a prison. Apparently it's a prison. There's an orange tree, and then the people who need to be in here are not allowed to come in. Now, not only do your church tithes pay for Salvation Army, so does your taxes. Okay, because the federal government, the state, the local all give money to the Salvation Army. So you're telling me you can build this gigantic Tartarian structure, once again, not Freemason. Look at the, you could say it's Mesopotamian, if you like. A lot of metal. But you can build this, you can plant new plants, you can, put cars down there in jail. But the people who need shelter, you're going to leave outside tents, and then I'm going to show you all the kids. I was yelling at them. You would have loved it. I was telling them to look into flat earth. All these kids are going to the Presbyterian school. I know the quality of my video sucks, but I'm not going to get in trouble for making a video this far away. But once again, when it comes to the church, you're tithing. Every time you go to church, every time you pay a tithe, a donation, a charity, it should pay for money. And these tent cities are still here. But you paid for this. Okay, and I'm sure there's a ton of empty rooms here. Or they can give you vouchers to stay at other hotels that are empty. They won't. It's all your money. It's your tax dollars, not at work for you. We've even got some real green grass here, which is amazing. So I was curious, like, wow, what is this place with all these bars? Once again, it comes back to that question. What are they really afraid of? Because they're not afraid of you and me. Okay, we know that this is the Salvation Army. I'd cut through here. Maybe he'll yell at me and tell me I can't. Doesn't say you can't. I hope I don't get arrested. All right, I'm going to cut through here because I'm trying to get to the Greyhound so I can catch my bus. And if they turn me around, then I'll just turn around. But once again, the security. Now, this is a place for the poor to come. This is where the needy are to come. These are for those who have, nothing to come. And it's Silvercrest residents. I guess those are like retired homeless people. So after you spend so much time being homeless, you finally get to retire. Maybe even get a Beamer. Wouldn't that be nice? But it's an interesting setup. So you got your blood and fire. See my symbols? TS. My symbols are TS. What does that have on the thing? TS. TS is in the house. And then we're still talking about flat earth because nobody knows about flat earth. Oh, even the youth get to be homeless. How fucked up is that? So what was the last count? No vaping. Well, I'm not doing none of that, so I guess I'm okay. Once again, though, you're still in a prison. You're still in indoctrination. You're still in juvenile. This is not a campus. This is a concentration camp. This is a jail. You are locked up. You cannot leave. You cannot go past go. You are arrested development. Hey, the Edison! Told you this thing was down here in LA. You wait till I get to Santa Barbara, though. And then once again, there's your bug poison. So every time it rains, that bug poison goes into your water supply. Whether you're Mason or not, whether you're golem or human, we all got to breathe the same air. We all got to study the same things. So I guess the Greyhound comes to this location. Isn't that odd? Well, this is where the Greyhound left me off, so I guess the Greyhound drops you off at Salvation Army. Interesting setup. So I know I'm close to my Greyhound bus. This is where they drop me off. I'm just trying to get my bearings. So they got a giant Salvation Army place here in Hollywood, California, but nobody's in there. What do we keep saying? Cars do not make a population. Cars make people driving. People, walkers, those are your populations. So, yeah, there's a Salvation Army here. They're, of course, spraying the skies as usual. People are nice here. They're open-minded, I guess. But, once again, they're all in prison. What are they so afraid of that they have to hide behind thick metal bars? What are you so afraid of? You got to put yourself in a prison. Why does the Salvation Army have to lock you up? You know? See, I'm starting to look at something a lot different. I'm beginning to wonder is how many people have to be homeless as punishment. You're not allowed to have a home. You're being punished. And so they put you on the streets. So these people here, they could have homes. They could have shelter. They could have food. They could have laundry. They could have anything they need. Here, once again, is another abandoned building called the Florentine Gardens, which is just a dead building. But you could fix it up for the homeless. So somewhere down here is the Greyhound bus stop. You know what those are. I ain't got to tell you what those are. Mud floods, bro. Mud floods. I'm at the 101 North Lane. I'm at the Florentine Gardens. You've walked this walk with me. Once again, bars, okay? Metal bars, locks and bars. For what purpose? Okay, what are they afraid of? Are they going to lock everybody up who's homeless? Or if you run out of your debt money, you can't pay your debts, are they going to put you in here? See, once again, this could be a nice tent city. You fix it up, put in some restrooms, some laundry, some food, and everyone's good. All the fire victims, all the flood victims. There's a church over there. See that? Now that architect, I'd say that's from the 1700s to the 1600s. I just kind of want you to get a bearing of the world we live in. This can be terraformed to look like anything we want. But do you see the California flag? Do you see the state California flag, or do you see the United States of America, which does not belong to the United States for America? And if you understand legal jargon, we are supposed to be the United States for America, not the United States of America. They stole our constitutions, they stole our states, and I've told you what these are. These are air vents to the underground city. I'm certain of it more than ever. So these may not work. I mean, certain locations they may not have taken care of. Mud may have got down there and messed everything up. How's my timeline? Looks like I got a little more time. But it's just the security. Okay, what is so important? You need a camera here, and a metal door. I mean, is there something worth getting out of that building? Probably not. Maybe some papers. Maybe the California Constitution. But everywhere you go, bars and jails. Everybody's in prison, and they've just accepted it as normal. Is that an airplane or a drone? How would you know when everything's on automation? Is it an airplane or a drone? How would you know? Okay, we're here. This is where the Greyhound drops off. Certain of it. So, yeah, there's two populations. There's a slave population that has to present fake space. And then there's the real population that's not supposed to know flat Earth is real. But they've been here for a long time. Look how big that is. Long time. All right, I think, well, I guess this is the Greyhound spot. Not much of a spot for the Greyhound bus, but it'll do. I don't understand how the Greyhound works, but this is where they drop me off because I remember that bus stop. And if you've been watching my videos, how sad is that? You need to catch the bus, but you cannot use the restroom. Isn't that odd? Very odd. But I guess this is where you just wait for the bus. So when the bus comes, I will come here, wait for the Greyhound. They should put a Greyhound sign right there. Wait for the Greyhound and get the hell out of Dodge. But they don't. All right, carry on, young Jedi, for you are both good and evil. The sun shines on both good and evil, but it's supposed to be a yellow sun, not a white sun.